not super greasy yet, which is nice. I am not sitting on my legs. I've only fucked that up once. And then immediately changed my mind. But yeah, no, I'm not in the chair today. Just sitting like a normal heterosexual. It's very boring. Both feet on the floor. Against my will. Not really. We've mostly been watching YouTube, but it's been a lot of, yeah, it's mostly just been like sleep for 4 hours, be up for 4 hours, sleep for 4 hours, be up for 4 or 6 hours. So it's not, there's not been much time to just like binge anything. But tonight we're going to watch both the Dune movies. So we'll be watching those. Hopefully they're good. I've only heard good things, but you never know. Assuming you don't fall asleep watching it. Yeah, that's a big assumption for both of us, actually. So we both have a history of that lately. Although I'm not very drugged anymore, so maybe it won't be as difficult. Yeah, I guess your sleep schedule's more fucked up now? Oh yeah. Forever, probably. It's gonna take a while to get it back on track for sure. But I mean, I think the next 6 weeks is just gonna be sleeping when I'm tired. Or at least the next week or so. At least. Probably take another 6 months to reset it again. Yeah, probably. Hopefully not that long though. That would suck. Yeah. Between peak season and just going back to work in general. Yeah. This time with 2 major incisions in my body. Yeah, 4 little tiny ones. So. Yeah, all the way in. I mean, technically mine did too, but they didn't take anything out. They didn't take any organs. Yeah, they didn't take any organs. Although there are certainly men out there who would call titties organs, but you know, I'm not one of those people, so. But no, I think, because I mean, you've seen the photos that I showed you of other people's, and you'll be like, oh yeah, no, mine hurt like shit, but what the fuck is that? Especially since I'm not sure how far back my incisions go yet. What is the typical healing time? I think they are glands, Kelly. I think that's what they're called, mammary glands. Typical healing time. Well, anyone will have 6 weeks with like a lifting limit, like a weight limit. But since the job we work is all physical and the weight limit's like 10 pounds, so there's not really very many things at work that I can do without wanting to rip my hair out. And so I just took the full 6 weeks off. But most people go back to their like desk jobs and stuff after like 2 weeks. So, but they still can't lift their arms or pick up heavy things or things like that. But if you work a desk job, that's not usually on your things to do anyways. So aren't they also organs? No, they're glands. Okay, well, Google does say it's an organ. I gotta give you that. A highly evolved and specialized organ developing on each side of the anterior chest wall. So I guess I'm down 2 organs then. Yeah, this organ's primary function is to secrete milk, though the gland is present in both sexes. It is well developed in females, but rudimentary in males. I never had it in the first place. I know. It's part of the gay agenda. I can't. I gotta trans them. I can't give them milk. It's different. It's not the same path. Only me. Not the millions of lactating women out there, but me. the one of the few people who will never ever experience that in any capacity ever. Yeah.
Exactly why it has to be your
I don't see you contributing.
Well, you know, when I was a child, they used to blame me for children in other countries being hungry because I didn't want to finish my dinner. So I feel like the same concept applies. It's not technically your fault, but we will be placing the blame on you, okay?
Right. I mean, I guess you got me there, Jimmy. He said, "How dare you remove the world's sole supply of baby milk?" I mean, exactly. I know. I gotta put myself out of business. So. Exactly. Hi, Bree. This must be a fun thing to walk in on. What do you mean? Oh, no, definitely not just you. No. Starving children in Africa and all that, yeah. Not the video.
The videos of like small children just
like the FEMA ads, but for children.
Like just crying on the dirt ground with their phones sticking out. They're like,
oh no.
You don't look like this. You're not on the floor crying like this. I'm like, bro, like it really wasn't that deep.
No. Mine never went that far.
Oh no. Well, you're lucky. They were real quick to pull me into like the office area with the one computer we had in the house. I couldn't sit in the chair. I had to like stand next to him as he's like typing it off. He's like, oh no, this one's not good enough. She's like finding a video, manipulative enough for me to show me to make me feel bad, so I'd go finish my hot dog. You know, so I need to eat.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. You cooked the one thing.
Yeah.
I can't stand eating, and now you want to blame me for the kids in Africa that don't have hot dogs?
Yeah. I've never understood that, why parents they insist on cooking you food you don't like. Like, and then it's your fault that you're not going to eat it. It's like, I've made us think about this 800 times. Like, you know I don't like this food. Or you know that I fill up fast, or you know that I don't have an appetite, you know.
Complain when they get any kind of food. If you're hungry enough, you'll fucking eat it. Okay, then send the hot dogs to Africa then.
Yeah.
No one is stopping you.
But the postage, imagine the postage on that.
But the kids are starving.
I know.
Their bones are showing. Who cares about the postage, right?
But you never know. They may not accept hot dogs from the U.S. Those are gay hot dogs. So, yeah.
Just put non-gay hot dogs.
Yeah. It's their holy dogs. They've been blessed by somebody. Probably a transgender, but you never know.
You baptize on hot dogs before we
Baptized. I'm just imagining, like, at church, like you're in an actual church, and you've got just a thing of hot dogs, and you're one at a time dunking them into the pool.
Sprinkle the holy water.
Yeah. No, you know, like the big tubs where they do baptisms in churches.
You can do baptism.
I know, but I'm picturing the church that I grew up going to, this massive church. It was so big they had 2 pools for it, like 2 little pool areas for it. Oh god. Jimmy said most of our hot dogs come in cans. Very few are refrigerated. That's the UK for you. Beans on toast, motherfuckers.
Like, see, we just mail cans of all those.
They would hold better in cans for sure.
I can't really baptize them first,
No.
though. I'll just mail the holy water.
Well, usually aren't they usually floating in like juice? So we can just replace that juice with holy water.
We'd have to recant them.
I mean, yeah, but just do it the right time the first time, so then you don't have to recant it. Huh? Yes, most people's hot dogs come in packages. It's just the UK that likes to be a little different. Huh? Not holy water. Psh, how do you know? It's dog water technically. Technically.
I texted Isaac, and I was like, stop calling yourself stupid. He's like, oh, you're such a joke. On the Facebook post where he's like, I'm not fucking no one, I'm just fucking stupid.
I do remember that interaction. Yeah. I know. Wasn't there a guy who keeps replenishing his supply of Pope holy water? Doesn't sound familiar. It's not ringing any bells. But we do have a Quora question. Where does the Catholic Church get its holy water? Can you drink holy water? I can't drink holy water. She might be able to drink holy water. I cannot drink holy water. And live.
That's crazy.
Burn me up from the inside. The tears of altar boys, yeah. Ah, here we go. The dog can. Ta-da. Hot dogs with American on it, yeah. American style hot dogs and brine. So say we just replace the brine with holy water. How the fuck did we even get on this conversation? I really don't remember. Oh right, starving children in Africa. That's what it was. Huh? And then sending them gay hot dogs, and then we. Yeah, no. This is normal for us. Tangents are a given. You don't come to my streams to have a cohesive storyline. That's not what it's for. Yeah, I figured I could get a couple hours in today and then start Life is Strange or something, like end of next week or something like that, because I'll be taking most of that first week of September off to work on Joy's movie. But I would like to start playing Life is Strange again. Sooner than later. Yeah, Jimmy said the more tangents, the better. Jimmy especially does not come here for cohesive storylines. Which is good, because it's not going to happen here. Especially not on a day like today. Do you like my bulletproof vest? Or should I say booby-proof? Chill. Because it's certainly not going to stop any bullets, I'll tell you that. But yeah, I think the worst part so far has been the sleep aspect, or lack thereof. Because I can't sleep on my back for shit. So sleep has been in like hour to 2 hour intervals, and it's not been restful, which has been disappointing. But at least I'm not in immense pain, and that's why I can't sleep. Well, I wasn't. Laughter was difficult the first day, and still, depending on the type of laughter, if I don't tamp it down enough, it can hurt. It might just be this song that's extra loud. But now I think I'm fine with laughing, to a degree, of course. I know. Hey Bree. How is you? I don't know how much Libby will enjoy Spy Family. Especially since I'm already over halfway through the first season. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, no, definitely no COVID for me. Just top surgery. Start from the beginning. No. I gotta watch it through, all the way through, at least once before I restart. I'll watch through of it. This is Elden Ring, where I can just quit because it's too hard and start over. Yeah, COVID does suck. So I've heard. I've not had it, so. I'm recovering pretty goddamn good, surprisingly. You'll like this. Jimmy said, have you moved much at all, or has your slave done the food job? I made the food, thank you very much. But she has been doing a good job. Very attentive. Give me one example.
Getting your own food out of the microwave and leaving the store on friends wanted to stop.
Yeah, did I get hurt? I could have.
You're not supposed to put your arms out.
I didn't.
You put your arms.
I did not, though. That was the whole point of the stool, so that I wouldn't have to. Okay, name a second instance then.
It's just more of you not listening when I tell you to stop.
But that's normal. That's.
That is normal, but these are under non-normal circumstances.
Sounds like a bad patient. Well, you know what, Jimmy?
Aha! Aha!
He never takes my side.
People have spoken.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure I told you I would probably be a bad patient, didn't I?
Just clarifying that you were not a liar. You were indeed a bad patient.
I could have been a lot worse.
I was just about to say you could have really been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Just got paid shit.
I was like, I can make it worse if you'd like me to. We still got another 24 hours.
I was
So.
gonna say you almost done with me.
Yeah.
Almost too late.
Oh yeah. I guess you can't really hear her all that well. It's okay. It's not important. So has COVID been kicking your ass, Bree? Or have you had it before? Is this your first time having it? First time that you're aware of. Is it kicking your ass? Or is it not as terrible as you anticipated? It is, I'm suffering. Oh, I'm sorry. Where did you say you picked it up from again? Were you on a trip or something? Vacation, right? Yeah, I also only had the first two as well. It was a couple days ago, but I'm on Paxlovid, sure, which might just be the worst thing I've ever tasted. Where did you all go on vacation to? If you don't mind me asking, of course. Don't need you to dox yourself. Just to Virginia. I feel like I've heard of Paxlovid. It's one of the Pfizer vaccines. Okay. Yeah, we stayed in the hotel pretty much the entire time, but alas, my parents decided not to wear a mask when going down to breakfast, so yikes. Yeah, I did in fact take a no expenses paid holiday, correct. But I will be getting disability checks, so I won't be completely poor the whole time. Thank God. I am curious why I'm not in as much pain as I was expecting to be. Like, maybe, like, is it just that my tolerance is higher than I was anticipating? Is it that the surgeon just did an excellent job leaving no room for shit to, like, swell in the wrong spot? Or, like, I'm curious why it's been such a, knock on wood, easy recovery thus far. Do you know the bill yet? I do not know the bill yet. I'm guesstimating somewhere between $1 and $2 grand, though. Since Amazon covers 80%, and most people get top surgery for around 8 to 10 grand. So, but I did apply for financial assistance for the bit that I do have to pay for. I don't know if I'll qualify for it or not, but I applied anyways. So, who knows? Drugs are working well. Yeah, see, there's that too, but like, the anesthesia's been worn off for, I don't know, maybe a day now. And then I've not taken the extra strength Tylenol, essentially, since like 6 or 7 this morning. Just had ibuprofen since then. And I'm still only at like a 3 or 4 out of 10. The anesthesia was nice though. I was happy that I basically woke up lucid though. That was nice. Very similar to my wisdom teeth waking up experience. Where when I first woke up, like my eyes didn't want to stay open and my body still felt kind of weird. But my mind was like awake. But my eyeballs did not want to be awake. My eyeballs very much wanted to close. Which is why the first few times I asked if they could bring Libby back, I was like, not yet. I'm going to close my eyes. But I appreciate my body not giving me an additional chance to make a fool of myself. I do that perfectly fine on my own. Yeah, take them drugs, Bree. I learned the other day if you keep some drugs past a certain date, it basically becomes an illegal drug. Then others turn to vinegar. Yeah. Can't remember the video. Oh, hydrocodone is also a cough suppressant. That's very good, because I don't want to be coughing while I'm... Studies indicate that hydrocodone is as effective or more effective than codeine for cough suppression and nearly equipotent to morphine for pain relief. It's just that series of good life decisions you were making back in the day.
Well, like, a friend was doing it, and she's like, yeah, I do it all the time. And I was like, okay, sure, I'll try it. And it's not like I was doing it, like, regularly, because I'm like, I don't really see what it's doing, so I didn't see the point in just accepting how regular.
Because you're just taking pain meds for pain you're not having.
Yeah. Well, like, she wasn't in pain.
Yeah, no.
So, like, I didn't know why she was taking them. So I'm like, maybe there's, like, a weird, cool little side effect. No, not really.
No. Just building up a tolerance and potentially creating an allergy for yourself for the future. This says that it's one of the most common pain medications prescribed by clinicians and one of the most abused by patients. It's a relatively potent drug for moderate to severe pain control in post-operative patients, patients with trauma, or patients with cancer. Good shit. The one time your body is playing ball, right? Hey, I'm not gonna complain. Us getting you addicted. Yeah, no. Hydrate. I got my smoothie. Does that count? I do also have water, but you know, really the only spots that really hurt are like where I am assuming the tubes enter my body. So it's in about the same spot on both sides. What kind of smoothie? It has strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, pineapple, and then some like protein powder and caffeine powder, milk, yogurt, oats, vanilla oats, a dead baby smoothie. Yeah, always, of course. We threw some of my own bodily fluids in there for flavor today. From my drains. I should probably try to empty them a couple times myself today while you're still here. Just to be sure I know what I'm doing. Which, like, by now I should know what I'm doing because I've watched you do it so many times, but it's a different angle, so... Here's an appropriate post. The question from the top surgery subreddit was just, what's the first day like? This person has surgery in a couple days and is just wondering what the first day is going to be like. And most people are saying, well, like a couple people were like, oh, I was still kind of out of my mind when I woke up, and others are like, all I did was sleep on the drive home, or the drains hurt really bad, very little pain or discomfort. Nausea was pretty bad for the first hour or so. I didn't have any nausea issues. Sleepy, very sleepy, that's true. Drowsy as hell for the whole first day. Yeah, I'm waiting for the tightness thing to happen where as it starts to heal up, the chest will get tight. Just because that's how wounds heal. It'll get tight and then it'll get itchy. And then it'll be back to normal, generally. That's usually the order they'll go in. Using a, is that supposed to say satchel? For the drains, or using your holder. They're just kind of clipped to my vest. So I've got this black binder on, and we just have them safe. The drains are just safety pinned to the vest. So keeps it all nice and together. I don't know how much I can show on stream without it being a TOS violation, so I will keep my bloody drain holder out of camera. The smoothie's making me cold. I'm not allowed to push on anything with my arms, even like adjusting myself. Like wherever I'm sitting or whatever, I have to maneuver myself with my legs. So, which has made some things interesting, like getting out of bed. But it just made me more grateful that I bought a full bed instead of a queen. So, a lot less space to have to shimmy across each time I get in and out of bed. But I've already noticed I've got a little bit more mobility than I did the first day. Not a ton more, but a little more. And I'm interested to see how that ebbs and flows as healing goes on. There goes your push-up streak. I know, my very long push-up streak of 0. I know. Such a shame. It's all downside so far. The world supply of baby milk and now my push-up streak. I don't know how we were surviving before. There is a part of me that is looking forward to trying to work out after recovery is over, of course. I'm very interested to see if I actually have motivation to do it after like the binder and everything come off. I'm definitely curious. Get buff. I don't know about buff. Fit would be nice. Fit would be a good start. In theory, buff will come with that, but I don't really want to get a lot bigger is the thing. Like, I'd like to get stronger, so bigger will happen a little bit, but I don't want to outgrow all of my fucking clothes and stuff, so I'm not going to, like, diet super hard and any of that shit. Like, just eating protein and, you know, the nonsense that, like, guys who want to get jacked do. So. Yeah. It's still kind of surreal because since I still haven't seen my flat chest yet, my brain still can't comprehend the fact that this isn't the normal binder, like there's not tits under there that it's binding down. My brain still hasn't caught up to that. And I don't think it will until after Tuesday when I get to take the wrappings off. So you still have the same pressure then. Essentially, it definitely feels very similar to wearing a normal binder. Like the breathing is very similar. But the tightness isn't quite as much. I don't think. It just depends on like, because obviously it's not usually painful to wear a binder normally. If it's painful to wear a binder, you're doing it wrong. But it's not comfortable either. So this one's basically that same kind of discomfort, but also with a little bit of pain sprinkled in because obviously there's drains sticking out of my body and things like that. But it's definitely a very similar feeling, which is, I think, contributing to my brain not being able to catch up to it because my brain is just like, oh, we just have a binder on, no big deal. So, when in fact, it's a very big deal. But Fortunately, I don't have anything to report, so other than that, pain has been chill. Sleep has been not as much as I would like. That's really about it. Which, I mean, in this case, no news is good news, so. Yeah, I agree. I think we talked about that. Jimmy said it's so weird in society where men are more acceptable to be able to walk around without a shirt compared to women. I agree. I mean, definitely. That's who gets the enforcement upon for that rule, of course. Which I think is dumb, of course, but I mean, I understand why it is the way it is, because like women's breasts are sexualized, men's chests generally aren't sexualized in the same way. Even though I think it should be the other way around, because at least women's chests do something, you know. They have a function, unlike male chests, which do not have a function. Because like even like mostly it's just the thing about like breastfeeding in public and stuff is like where I think people get fucking weird about shit. Like I feel like a woman should be able to breastfeed her child on the train on the way to work or like wherever, you know what I mean? That's the whole fucking point in having tits, is to be able to feed your baby anywhere. Or like you see videos of people getting upset when women are breastfeeding on the train with one of those blankets on that covers everything, and you still have people complaining, and it's like, so what is the problem then? Like clearly you can't see it, so that's not a complaint you can make here. Is it just the idea of a boob has you so obsessed that you have to say something? Like I don't get it. What was that noise? I thought I heard it. Oh, okay. Nope. You'd think he should know that, especially by now. They just want to starve the child that they argued you shouldn't be able to abort. Yeah, pretty much. He's trying to reel you back in. That's what he's doing.
Like, why don't you want to? Aren't you about to leave? What are you talking about? Here we go,
The wall is more empty than usual. I just haven't finished hanging the stuff up there because I'm waiting on that last piece of art to get here. It's supposed to get here on Monday though. Plus the normal camera angle is this one. So yeah. But once I get that piece of art in on one day, I'll get the rest of it all hung up sometime next week. Or this week, I guess. Instead of just like out of the living area? Weird.
It's a 2-bedroom, but the only exit to the balcony is in the master bedroom. Like the walk-in closet's fucking huge. I think it's bigger than the kitchen, but like the balcony off of the bedroom.
That's weird.
2-bedroom? Like that'd be pretty cool if it was a 1-bedroom.
Yeah.
But if this is supposed to be considered like a shared space, why would you have the balcony?
I don't know. Yeah, the balcony we had in Nashville was off of the living room. Because that's what makes sense.
Most balconies anywhere you go
Yeah.
are.
I've never heard of them being the other way. Unless both rooms had one, then maybe, but
No, it's just the one.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. But in this case, it doesn't sound like that's what you're saying.
Or sometimes, like I've seen some apartments where they have 2 balconies, and one of them is off of the master bedroom.
Did you see this post Connor reposted?
No.
It says, caffeine is not enough anymore. I need to chew on a power
Yes, I
line.
did. Did you see what Zach commented?
God, no. Oh, God. He gets on my last nerve.
Oh,
I wonder where he copy and pasted that from.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, did he just like Google?
Let's find out. No, it doesn't look like he just copy pasted it.
He doesn't have the time to find all of this individual information. He had to have copy and pasted from somewhere.
Here we go. I mean, none of these are an exact copy is the thing. Although that man has so much free time.
Yeah, you don't be using this on correctly.
No. The music is making you want to take a nap again. Hey, that's what lo-fi will do to you. This isn't a rapper dance stream. Nope. It is very soothing music, though. It's one of the reasons I use it. It's good background noise. Yeah, those two. I love them. I've got this other Shira one as well. But I haven't decided if I'm going to hang up on this wall behind me or not yet. know. I got them all for cheap off AliExpress, so. I do hope I'm able to sleep on my side before the 6 weeks is up. Otherwise, it's going to be a really long 6 weeks. Yeah, I'm waiting on one last Windclare fan art to get here, so I can finish filling in the gap behind me. Yeah, I don't understand people who can sleep on their backs. I don't get it. Like, fall asleep on their backs. Like, waking up on your back's one thing, but... Because I wake up in all positions, but falling asleep on your back, I don't trust you. I'm sorry. Yeah, or I don't understand people who can lay on their front either, like for extended periods of time. And I don't know, maybe that'll change now, but like I've never found it comfortable. Like I get up from like laying on my stomach and I'm like, like ow, like why did I do that? Nearly flat on your side, but to sleep on your back, you are technically meant to support your back and legs. Yeah. I've been sleeping on an incline, so to help prevent me from trying to roll in my sleep, and that's been working so far. There are definitely times I wake up in every position, so waking up on my stomach has happened, but not often, at least not lately. Yeah, sometimes I might wake up on my back, but usually on my side. Yeah. I think the closest I get to waking up on my front is like my body's kind of twisted in a weird way. So like not my whole body is front onto the bed, but like either my hips will be or my like upper body will be, and the rest is turned in a way where it's not flat on the bed. It's weird. I still don't know why this isn't symmetrical. Like it's close, but not quite. No, this side just needs to be shifted down 1 pixel, it looks like. but it's attached correctly here. Dumb design effect. It's the Master Sword. It's supposed to be perfect. It's the whole thing. It's the whole point. Miss crooked walls over there.
That doesn't look perfect. That does not look perfect. It doesn't have any type of design style to it when it comes to like how it's off center. That is a little different kind of a situation. Like you see swords that have an off balance for design effect all the time. People normally hang their stuff up straight, Nico.
Well, those people are boring.
Clearly. You must be.
It also looked worse from this side than from this side for some reason. At least to my brain it does. I don't appreciate it. Fix it. The rest of it turned out fine though, which is good, I guess. Itchy. I do think my skin is starting to get a little bit irritated with the binder. At least like around my like armpit area where that top part is. I think it's just because it's been in the same spot. And that since I'm not taking as many pain meds and I'm not in as much pain as I was, which even though the pain was low, I'm in less pain now than I was. I think my skin is starting to be able to feel the discomfort of it. Which is rude. Very disrespectful. Let's see. It's been a little over an hour. Just as tired as usual, unfortunately. I think the tired is manifesting because it's manifesting in my eyes more than anywhere else. But that's just how it has been since surgery. Yes. We most certainly will enjoy Dune this evening. My main hope is that I'll actually be able to sleep. Because, like, I've talked to Libby about it a few times, but it's like when I'm laying there falling asleep, I'll start dreaming before I'm actually asleep. So it's really strange. But then for me, like, the dreams that I've been having before I really fully fall asleep are just very strange. They're not necessarily like bad or scary. They're just weird, and more nonsensical than dreams usually are, which almost continues to prevent me from falling asleep more, because my brain will try to essentially reset it or get out of it just because it's uncomfortable or strange. So then I end up waking up fully again, even though I was never fully asleep to start with. And it's just been so strange. And I don't know if that's going to wear off the farther we get from surgery, if it's like there's still residual anesthetic, or if it is just because I am in pain and I am sitting up in a weird position. Like, I'm not sure what all factors into it, but it's been very weird. Especially when I wake up from one of those weird cycles and it's been like an hour, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, how, there's no way it's been a full hour already. What the hell? Because I certainly don't feel like I've been asleep for an hour. But that's probably been the most frustrating portion so far. Yeah, me too. I slept pretty good that first day, like the day of surgery when we got in. I slept for a pretty decent amount of time that day, but and like felt awake afterwards. But since then, not really. Probably more stiffness from not moving as much and using different resting muscles, potentially. Especially because, like, I've been having to. So when I sit on the couch, I've got a pillow behind me, so I can easily shimmy my way off of the couch if I need to, by myself. And so I end up sitting up a lot straighter than I generally would, and like my posture is just completely different than it normally would be, because I can't sit on my feet. I can't really have them up in my lap like I normally would, and that's been a weird adjustment to having to have my feet on the floor, just for comfort's sake. But so far so good. Like I said, there's not really much I can complain about. Now, once we see the results, then maybe I'll have shit to complain about. But for now, while we're still in Binder Town, doing fine. My hope is that I won't have any complaints after we see what the chest looks like, but you never know. But I am certainly curious to see like how bruised I am and everything, because the drains are supposed to help with the bruising, of course, but I don't feel like my drains have been putting out all that much fluid, but I also don't have anything to compare it to, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't think they give us the, like, because I see a lot of trans guys using, like, not necessarily tape per se, but it is essentially, like, it's the same general concept, but that's not what it's called, I don't think, where it just goes over the scar itself to kind of help protect it from, like, germs and stuff, but it also is, you will generally buy the little tape to kind of match your skin color, so it kind of helps hide the scar in that way as well, while also protecting it from, like, the sun or germs or, like, lotions or sunscreens or whatever, because it takes them a decent time to, you know, close up and not be open wounds anymore. I still can't believe I did it. I still can't believe it. Like, we're sitting here talking about it, my brain's like, yeah, that sounds like a cool thing to happen. Thank you, Brie. I appreciate it. Right. Ooh, Kaylin's posting another video soon. I gotta decide if I want to save up all of the Smosh Reddit stories that they like, or because they post one every week, post like an hour-long episode every week. Do I want to just save those up to watch once I go back to work, or do I want to try to watch them as they come out? Because I think it would make more sense to save them all up, so that I've got like 6 hours of content already like prepped for work. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah, I'm sure you can find other stuff to watch in the meantime at the algorithm feed. Oh, absolutely. What, like, I mean, I'm mostly gonna be watching anime anyways, so. I'm not sure when I'm going to start that back up. So obviously we're going to watch those movies tonight. And then, did we ever, I can't remember. I know I asked you, but I can't remember what you said. If you have a time picked out for when you're going to leave tomorrow. Oh, okay. I couldn't remember what the response was, so. I was like, I know I've asked her, but I don't remember what she said. Hands are so dry, dude.
Happy to be helping the cause.
Wow. So, I think I've mentioned Doug on stream before. But every year nowadays they do like his channel does like a fundraiser thing for the Rose of the Otter at which aquarium is it? I cannot remember which. The Monterey Bay Aquarium, where they raise a bunch of money and send it over to the aquarium every year. And he's been live for 78 minutes. They've already raised over $100,000. I can't remember how much they sent last year, but it was a lot. But Doug's chat goes feral for Rosa, so it's not really a surprise. It's just impressive. Did Rosa pass? Is that what I'm looking at here? Oh yeah. Rosa died back in June. At age 24. Relatable. The average lifespan of a female sea otter in the wild is 15 to 20 years. So. The LGBTQ penguin died recently? You gotta be more specific. Oh, Sven the penguin. Right. One half of the world's famous gay penguin power couple. 2 days ago. Cute. Interesting. Two days ago. Very fresh. Well, I think I'll probably do it for today. I just wanted to do a short little chit chat, catch up. Like I said, I probably won't stream again until the end of next week at the earliest. So I wanted to throw one in there since I know I'm feeling good today. I'm sitting here on the couch, like, why not? I feel fine. Like, why? I can sit at the chair that's over there just as easily as I can on the couch. So figured I'd pop in and say hi. Give y'all a verbal rundown instead of just through text, which is what I have been doing. And will continue to do, of course. But like I said, hopefully it continues to be no news, because no news is good news. So more of the news just being, oh, another day. Thank you, Brie. I hope you feel better. Hopefully COVID leaves you alone soon. Alrighty, friends. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.